Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Complain and Conquer. This is an offshoot of the 40 Years and 40 Beers brand. This is where me and your boy Joe Massey just complain and rant about everything that's bothering us. And I promise you, it's going to be about things that are probably bothering you as well. And if it's
Super
not,
entertaining.
yeah. And if it's not bothering you, you know what? Engage with us. Let us know
Yeah.
why it's not bothering you. Let's have a conversation.
We're in between seasons of 40 Years and 40 Beers. I'm excited to start this one up. So start us off. What's the first topic we're complaining about? Tell us why
So,
you're mad.
So besides the first topic that I really want to rant about, I'm really upset that I live in the 95 corridor, the Mid-Atlantic area in August.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can see
Eastern
this,
time
everybody.
zone. Yeah.
I'm outside in a goddamn hoodie right now in the dog days of August. It's 65 goddamn degrees.
It switched quick, cuz. It switched
And,
quick.
and here's what's crazy, Mass. If it was a transition from winter, right, to spring at 65 degrees, I'd be outside in a tank top.
Yeah.
But when it's a transition from
Went from 90
July
to
to August,
65. Yeah.
right? I'm freezing. I'm in my house last night freezing like it's December.
Yeah, the kids were complaining. Our air stays on 68 constantly. The kids were complaining yesterday. All right, so Texas. Explain.
Oh my God. Don't even get me.
Let's start. Tell them why you're mad.
Don't even get me started. So right now in Texas, and this isn't even a political thing for me. All right. This is just about how people live their lives. Texas is trying to incorporate the 10 Commandments into all public schools. Okay. There's public school and there's Catholic school for a reason. All right. All denominations, all faiths, okay, all backgrounds go to public schools. All right. If you're going to try to put religion in the public schools, which shouldn't be there anyway, okay, put them all in. Put Catholicism in. Put Buddhism in. Put Judaism in. But no, you have, and now I am going to turn it friggin' political. You have these ridiculous conservatives in Texas who want to put the 10 Commandments in public schools.
What do you mean the 10 Commandments? Like thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife? Or are you talking about Catholicism in general?
So that's all the first step. The first step is the 10 Commandments. Okay. And frankly, have you ever seen the 10 Commandments? The 10 Commandments. Because the first three of them are the most narcissistic God things in the world. He's basically like, don't honor any other gods but me. How do you know that he's the only God? and this is my problem. Honestly, if you want to practice religion, Godspeed. Everybody should live their life.
You can't say Godspeed if you don't believe in God. Come on, cousin.
Well, it's not that I don't believe in God. First of all, it's not that I don't believe in God. I don't believe in organized religion. But again, I'm not judging people who do. But we have public schools for a goddamn reason and Catholic schools for a reason. Public schools should be teaching science, math, critical theory, right? Critical thinking. Sorry, not critical theory. They shouldn't be teaching critical theory. Critical thinking, science, biology. Public schools should not be teaching religion, especially Catholicism, which frankly, let's be honest, buddy, it's a 350 million year old world. 150 million year old world. And we're worried about, and people are obsessed with a book that's 2,000 years old. If you think about this, it's not even an infant in the grand scheme of things, right? It's not even an infant. The Bible is less than 1 month old compared to how old the world is.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. But I know you personally, so I know you have problems with Catholicism. But you're telling me
it's not that I have problems with Catholicism. I have problems.
You just said organized religion. That's organized religion.
But that's all of them. And it's more about...
That was my question. So if it was Buddhism that they were pushing in Texas, you would be on this same rant right now.
Absolutely. 1,000,000%.
Really? Okay.
Because I also believe there's people who are faith-based, right? You ever seen Lost?
Yeah.
Okay. John Locke, man of faith. Jack Shepherd, man of science.
Yeah.
I'm a man of science. I truly hope there is something out there. I do. All right. But logic tells me that 2,000 years ago, this man, right? He was a man, Jesus, came to the earth and said he was the Son of God. Okay. And people believed him. What's to say that 2,000 years from now, some other person is going to come walk the earth and say they're the Son of God. And then 2,000 years after that, there's a completely different religion. I have a real problem with people living their lives based on a book. based on a book saying this is law.
Yeah,
When
but here's
frankly,
what I'm
we don't
saying.
know. We don't know.
But why do you care?
I care because it's the same thing as the trans issue, right? Not transgender care, but it was something else. Like teachers weren't telling parents if they identified as something else, right? Or the teachers are teaching about, I don't know, homosexual activities,
Yeah.
heterosexual activities, transsexual activities. That doesn't need to be in public schools. So
Why
why does
sex ed has
so
been in public schools for years.
no, this is all new with the transgender stuff. Like that's all
Yes,
over the
that's new. But I'm saying
religion
if
hasn't been. Dude, I went to
not
public
in
school
public
for a
schools,
few months.
correct. But you're all over the place. What I'm saying is we're not judging the Bible thumpers or the Buddhist or like the true Jewish faith. We're judging the fact that you're pushing an agenda on a large group of different people that don't need it pushed on them, and you're only choosing one. You're not doing them all, right? So that's the issue we have with the problem in Texas.
Well,
Not
you
the
know what,
fact
Max?
that
I'm going to be honest. I might be judging a little bit. And here's why.
okay.
Okay. When it comes to religion, again, if that helps you be a great person, a moral person, correct? If that helps you, just like AA helps alcoholics be a good person, some
Right.
people need that help. That's a great thing. Okay. But I don't like when, let's call them faith-based people. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't like when faith-based people, especially Christians, are always like, oh, well, it's in the Bible. The Bible said so. And hear me out. This is why, in my opinion, organized religion is a crock of shit. Okay. Catholicism and Catholics believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jews believe that Jesus is not the Son of God. He's just a man. We agree there, correct?
Okay.
That's what they believe. They don't believe he's the Son of God. Jews believe in the Old Testament. Jesus is the New Testament. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So think about this. My whole life, I was raised Catholic, and I believe that Jesus is the Son of God. But then when I'm an adult, I started asking some questions. And I go to a Jewish synagogue, I take some classes, I pay some money, I convert to Judaism. And all of a sudden, Jesus is not the Son of God. That's how easy it is.
Yeah, but if you believe that,
Correct. You can believe whatever you want, because I can believe that goats fly. It doesn't make it true.
yeah, but I mean, one day you don't have a permit to carry a gun. The next day you do. One day I didn't own my uncle's house. Then I went to City Hall. Somebody signed a paper for $600, and now I own my uncle's house. Like everything changes with a certification. Like the day before you graduated, you weren't an accredited student from a college. The day after, you are.
But those are all facts. Everything else is based in faith. It's what you believe, right? It's not proven. Okay. So how do you
But
jump from
you don't need to prove or be involved in something that someone else believes.
correct? And that's where faith-based and science-based comes in.
Yeah,
Again,
but it goes
this is
beyond
my
religion.
you're killing me. This is my rant. All right. I'm ranting about what I believe. I'm not saying, again, dude, the church, and this is going to kill some people, is a multi-billion-dollar business. How
Yeah.
much money do they collect every week? How much money do they collect every morning? They're the largest real estate owner in the world. In the world.
People donate to them constantly. They send the letters to my house. They ask me for donations constantly, multiple churches.
And that's my whole thing. Like public schools, especially, should be teaching everything that's fact-based, right? Let's stick to the curriculum. Let's stick to literature, math, calculus, biology, anatomy, all of it, right? Phys ed. And then if you choose to send your kids to public school and you're a faith-based individual, well, guess what? They have CCD classes. They have Sunday school. We have options. And that's what bothers me, is that it's being forced on society in Texas, right? It shouldn't be forced because we have choices.
My thing is like, I don't care enough to be mad at that kind of stuff. But then there's stuff that makes me furious that most people wouldn't give a fuck about. I can't get excited about, I can never get excited about politics or religion related topics.
It's not even about politics for me. It's just the hypocrisy. Like, think about this, the Christianity, the Catholic religion especially, right? we've been taught our whole lives to love thy neighbor, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If you're raised in Catholicism.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then over the past couple of years, you find out it's really love thy neighbor. As long as they agree with all our views and all this stuff. And
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
it's
If
all,
they're
it's all,
identical to you, yeah.
it's all bullshit, dude. It's all bullshit, right? And the faith-based part, yes, if it helps you to believe there is something out there, and when you pass away, you die, you go live with your family in heaven, God bless. I truly mean that. For me, what I believe is that your energy gets absorbed in the universe. That's what I mean. There's probably Catholics out there who are going to listen to this and go, this guy's out of his fucking mind. Well,
Well,
guess
that's what
what?
I'm
But
saying.
that's what makes this country great, is that I have the ability to sit here and speak this way,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they have the ability to go, no, you're wrong.
No,
And maybe I,
it's a legit beef, because here's my thing. If and I get it. It's elementary school. So like you were saying earlier, they're in the same room with the same teacher from start to finish. They're not switching classes. They're not changing it up like that. So from an elementary school perspective, the way that you're locked into the same room all day, it makes it hard the way that that's structured. But if they were enforcing a religion-based class and you could take up whatever religion you were a part of, I would have zero issue with that. My
if it's a
only issue with
choice,
this,
I
right?
agree.
No, if religion was a mandatory class, but you could choose your flavor, I have zero problem with that. Then it
Yeah,
gets a little dicey when you're an atheist and stuff like that. But my only issue with this is they're enforcing one and not all.
correct.
You're saying, but you're saying even if they enforced all and you were meant to choose, unless atheist or atheism, whatever it's called, was one of them, you would still have a problem with that.
Tell you what, let's say this. All right. This is a perfect example. Let's say a school board, okay, holds a vote in any county in the world, any state in the world, all right, or any township, because schools are run by the township, Ridley,
Mm-hmm.
Marple, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They hold a school board meeting, okay, and they let the parents vote, especially in high school where you change classes. That's a great example. And
Right.
they say, hey, listen, we would like to offer the option to learn more about religion. And these will be the classes available. If you're Jewish, there's this. And the parents majority vote for it, let's go. Go do it. But the school district of 5 board members should not be deciding
Yeah,
what's
yeah, yeah.
great for everybody. Does that make sense?
So the next problem is a problem I have. And I know you're in sales, you're in small business, but I've always been in corporate. And it's always been Philadelphia based. I used to be at University Penn, then it was the Pep Boys corporate office, and now in my current role, I've always had a position in the corporate office, most times in a headquarters location. And when I was little, my grandfather passed and we went to go visit him in the hospital. We didn't know he had actually died that day. And I remember turning the corner. We walk into the room and the room is empty. The nurse is making the bed. And my mom is holding my hand. She's like, where's my father-in-law? She's like, oh, he expired a few hours ago. And expired. So from that moment, now, like, I don't remember, obviously it left an impression on me. I don't remember what I felt or how I processed that as a child, but I do know that from that moment on, when people use nicknames or certain nomenclature or abbreviations, or when they give a nickname to certain things, it just drives me up a wall, right? Like instead of waiting until the child was out of the room and saying, ma'am, I apologize, but he passed away, or whispering or pulling her aside, the bedside manner of a nurse to say he expired.
What is he, a fucking piece of meat?
Ever since then. So I relate that to anything, right? Like it just drives me up a wall. So like at work, and we put our first reel out about this, right? But like these terms that people use, it's, a long time ago, somebody said, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, you need to baffle them with bullshit. And I feel like that's all we do all day long. Like everyone's on a journey, right? You can't say, I don't know if you experience this, but we don't do emails anymore. We send notes, right? You can't say problem. You have to say challenge. You can't say claims, like so-and-so claims this is broken. You have to say reports, right? And everyone's on a journey. It's gotten to the point now where you can't even say, I have a question. Everything is a quick question.
So here's the one thing. It's funny you say this, and just to counter your point. So I run our weekly sales meetings on Monday, and I agree with you 1,000,000% about the problem versus challenge thing, because I
Yeah.
do find myself actually pausing as I'm speaking. I'll be
Yeah.
speaking to the group going, guys, listen, one of the challenges we have,
It's
and
like you're looked down on if you don't say it.
so I agree. I agree it's a problem. You have people who unfortunately take things the wrong way, right? You have a lot of people who are very sensitive
Is
today.
that what it is? You
I
think
think
that
so.
all
I
these
think it
words are
is.
changing
I
because of
think
how
the pro-
soft we're getting?
I think the problem is that it's a negative connotation, right? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with negative. I'm saying
Yeah.
that's the way the world is today. Like if you're like, hey, listen, your problem is, and then somebody shuts down, especially the younger generation, right? And I agree with you. That's a problem. They need to grow some balls and grow up,
You
right?
think that there's a direct correlation to like the woke culture and the sensitivity that everybody has now? You think there's a direct connection between the shift in all of this verbiage and how sensitive people are right now?
I say it all the time. So, for example, I'm 43. If my boss gets on me because one of my projects wasn't, to his expectation, or maybe I'm behind on a project, which happens, that shit happens, especially when you're in a management role.
Yeah.
I may get down on myself. Like I may be like, what in my mind? Like, shit, why is he on me? I go home, I friggin' sulk about it for a minute or two, and I go, all right, buck up and deal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the younger generation doesn't have that ability.
So it's a lack of resilience.
I think so. And I agree with everything you're saying. I think this whole one, I also hate when people try to use words that they don't fully understand the meaning
Yeah.
and they're actually trying to compensate for their incompetence. I think
That's
that's
what
what
I'm
you're saying
saying.
a little bit.
Yeah. If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, then baffle them with bullshit. You just throw a lot of filler words in there, like let's take a deep dive, low hanging fruit, move the needle, all that kind of shit. It's like my calendar is filled with tons of quick syncs, right? We're so afraid to even admit that, dog, I need a 90-minute fucking meeting out of you, or we're not going to get something done. We're so afraid. And then in the call, you're like, oh, well, we're not going to solve it here. Well, why the fuck did I block off 2 hours to talk to you about it if we're not going to solve it here? But
Agreed.
my calendar is filled with quick syncs. People are afraid to ask a question. It has to be a quick question because they're so afraid that they're going to use up too much of your time. It's just so, it just drives me crazy.
Let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
So you are in the remote world, pretty much. We'll call it the remote virtual world.
No, 100%. Yeah.
I'm in an office. Is that why? Is it because, so me, for example, I have an issue and I was never one of those people who enjoyed remote work. I know that there's a lot of people who love it. I did it for 6 months. It wasn't for me. Yes, I could get a lot done during
It's hard to be a salesman remotely though.
Well, it wasn't even that, Mass. Like I'm such a creature of habit and I just need that environment.
Yeah.
Like during town halls, for example, you know what a corporate town hall is?
Of course I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So during town halls, I would just have my computer on, the CEO will be talking and I'd be doing my laundry.
Yeah,
That
but
was awesome. But
in
the one thing I will say is I didn't have the ability to sit there and focus on work for five,
yeah.
6 straight hours. The whole thing about time for you guys, right? Is it more the fact that, you know what, if I'm taking up 2 hours of this person's time, now they're going to be at home working till 8 o'clock at night, and I don't want them to do that. Where when you're in the office, it's just a part of your standard workday.
Yeah, but you have to be I work in a company where we're in 54 countries and you talk to people all over the world. So you have to be mindful of the time zone and stuff like that. Obviously, like I'll tell somebody like, yo, I'm on the East Coast, but if you're in Japan, I don't mind talking to you at 8 o'clock at night. If there's 12 of you, you all right over there? If there's 12 of you in Japan and I'm the only one in Philly, I'll talk at 8 o'clock at night. So it could be normal working hours for you. So you have to be mindful about that. But if we're both on the clock, I've never taken consideration into how much of your time I'm going to use up. It's business. We're not dating. So like if we need to set aside 2 hours to do XYZ, then we need to set aside 2 hours. I'm not going to ask you to do that at 10 o'clock at night. I'll offer myself to do it at 10 o'clock at night. But I just spoke to a guy in Hong Kong. It was 3 a.m. for him. I'm like, dog, are you kidding me? He's like, I'm awake. Let's go. And he picked up the phone and we worked on something. But
now, let me ask you this: when it comes to these things that bother you, right? These words you have to use, these PC stuff, right? Has anybody ever actually corrected you or challenged you if you didn't use them? Like, has anybody sent you an email, like HR or anything like that? Because I've heard of these horror stories happening. And
I
there was a time in my life where I was in the corporate world for about a year and I had to get out of it because A, what you're talking about.
yeah.
I worked remotely and being in sales, this corporate world, in my opinion, especially the remote world, they waste more time than anything
Yeah.
with these goddamn company meetings, right? And then you get the emails from HR, and I'm like, you know what? I want to tell you this. This is one of the problems. I would respond going, the time it took me to read and respond to this email over bullshit, I just lost money.
Yeah. Well, I'm not in sales, so as long as I show up and do my job, I get the same amount every 2 weeks. I don't have that element to it. But yeah, there's tons of meetings that could have been an email. There's tons of emails that could have been a chat, but it never ends. And no, I play along. But that's part of the frustration is that you're left to feel like if you don't play along, that in and of itself is inappropriate behavior. And that's part of the problem. You know what I mean? But I came close a couple times in the past, not at this job, but I came close a couple times because in the office, when it's
Having a
primary,
meltdown?
no, saying crazy stuff. I've been in IT my whole life, and so it's primarily men. It's still primarily men. And when there's a whole floor of guys, and it's the middle of the day, and you're going through some crazy shit, like you start cursing, you start saying inappropriate stuff. It is how it is. So I came close to saying some crazy things once or twice, but I never got in trouble with HR. But that would have been totally legit for them to like if I would have used foul language or something like that. But this whole like, if you say problem in a meeting or if you call an email, it's like you're out of your mind. It's like you're an alien or a foreigner. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. But I think it all stems from, it's a real thing. It exists. I mean, you've noticed it, and that's not your current area that you're in. But I agree with you. There's a part of it that is with the shift of sensitivity and all the woke stuff. But for me, it definitely stems from finding out that he expired. I can't stand that kind of.
Well, I mean, like, think about some of the other words you have to use, right? Like, hey, let's make sure we streamline this. There's
Mm-hmm.
part of me that wants to be like, yo, guys, instead of saying let's streamline this, I want to go to my team. Let's get our shit together. Right?
Yeah. Right. Ecosystem, holistic. You have to zoom out and take a holistic view. Yeah, it's the journey thing. People outside, even personal, not business, and even outside of corporate, everybody's on some kind of journey. I mean, you go to weddings and the couple makes a speech about their journey to get to engagement. Like the journey thing drives me up a fucking wall. Everybody's on a journey. Like, come on, really? Like, I'm
Well,
not on a journey. I'm not a
so
careerist. I just want to put food on the fucking table.
I hear you. I'm going to stop you there, though. If you think about this, and I am kind of philosophical about these things, our whole life is a journey, right? Like, think about where you
Right.
started and where you are now.
So
It
are
really is.
you but are you doing 900 million mini journeys in between, or is just the whole thing a journey?
The
You
whole
know what I'm
thing's a journey.
saying?
The whole
Right.
thing.
Exactly. So we're not on a transformation journey at work, and we're not on a journey to become husband and wife. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Come on, cuz it drives me crazy. Everyone's on a journey. Everybody's
Now,
got a challenge.
in the corporate world, you don't even have the ability to kind of rant in a meeting and say this, do you? Because I remember being there. You
It
don't have the,
depends. Yeah, no. You have to get really tight. It's much more difficult with being across 54 countries.
but even your local team. So let's say your
I
direct
don't
manager
have a local team.
who's
That's the challenge, or that's the problem, or whatever you want to call it. See, like I can't even help myself. I dislike it and I do it. Yeah, well, that's part of the reason why I work from home. I'm not a 9 to 5 kind of guy. I support people, Singapore 4 a.m, Japan 8 o'clock at night, India midnight. I can't be at the Liberty Bell at 7 a.m. It's just not feasible.
so I'm gonna give you an example real fast. So on Monday, we're gonna hold our meeting, and our company is growing by like 10% a month, which is huge in business.
Wait, are you making this up, or this is your real organization
No,
right now?
this is true.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. So, and this is the difference between small business and corporate. All right. So on Monday, I'm going to go into our meeting, and the owner, CEO, his wife, who's the CFO, everybody's going to be there. And I'm literally going to go to everybody, guys, we are failing. I'm going to say that to the owners and the boss and his wife. And I'm going to say, the reason we are failing is we are growing beyond our control, which is a great thing. It means we have a great product. We don't have any SOPs in place, standing operating procedures. We don't have any of this stuff that can grow a company.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to basically be speaking bad about the owners, what they're going to say. But I'm not like putting them down. I'm just stating facts.
It's honest. Yeah.
This business grew faster than they ever anticipated. Okay. They're going to respect that. Where in your world,
Yeah.
you're going to get an email from HR.
I would be handed a box. I would be handed a box. You can't even do it. Yeah, you can't even do it. And that's another thing that we had a town hall the other day, and the people are asking the most ridiculous questions, like where it was all about AI. And somebody asks like, "Oh, should we be worried about losing our jobs?" And they're like, "Nah, get that out of your mind." They're like, AI is going to help you either go deeper into your current skill set or go broader and take on more skill sets. But nobody's in jeopardy losing their jobs. They actually said, get it out of your mind. And I'm saying the idiots who asked that question about AI are absolutely going to lose their jobs.
They are.
1,000% AI is gonna take jobs away from somebody.
Well, it's because, and I'm going to give Massey 1,000,000% credit here. It's the people who don't embrace it who are going to
get down and lay down.
3 months ago, I thought that it was going to destroy us. I realize now that if you don't embrace it, you're going to be left behind.
Yeah, it's just like everything else, and yeah, I mean that's it. I'm done with the language and the verbiage and the nomenclature and the nicknames and the way we speak about certain things. It drives me up a wall. It always has, it always will, and it is what
Can I
it is.
ask you this? Because this is really going to drive me. This is going to boggle my mind and drive me insane if this is true. Do you get emails from HR? What are appropriate terms to use?
No.
Oh my
I don't
God,
really get
thank
any.
God.
We don't get emails from HR much.
Okay. So your company's
Yeah.
all right. So it's more they're just trying to be in line with today's world. They're not trying to force you. It's just more try to live by these guidelines.
Oh, yeah. Let's be 1,000% clear. I've never seen an official document that says don't use words like problem, claims, and reports. I've never seen anywhere where people say these aren't emails anymore, they're notes. I've never seen that written anywhere. No one officially can enforce it. It's like we all woke up one day and we were brainwashed with the little Men in Black, John, to like have to speak a certain way.
It's a woke thing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
And believe me, you're talking to a guy who is pretty central, but definitely leans to the left, liberal.
Yeah.
But this shit is insane. Don't tell me how to speak.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I do a great job and I do my job well, and maybe you don't like the way that I address people, you know what? Have a private conversation with me. And as a mentor or something, right? Be like, hey, dude, listen, you are an unbelievable employee. Your management skills are great. Just a heads up. Sometimes when you talk to people, you're kind of a dick, right?
Yeah.
I guarantee you would laugh your ass off and go, holy shit, I didn't realize it. Thank you. And you'd appreciate it. But this other shit.
Kids people our age will, not the kids.
Yeah. This other shit, it's too much. It's way fucking too much.
But it's like it's like an unwritten rule. No one's saying it out loud. And I don't know, like maybe because we were born before email was invented, like I don't know if every 20, 30 years there's a shift in the way we speak about everything. Maybe. I mean, we haven't been around that long. But in the corporate world, it drives me up a wall.
Yeah, I agree.
And yeah, so what else do we have? We want to talk about.
All right. So you know what fucking baffles me?
What?
Okay. So women in their 40s, right? Especially single women, are more young looking, more attractive, more beautiful than ever, right? I think that's a whole thing that's going on today. People are just acting.
Yeah, you see those
feeling
pictures.
Younger.
45 in the 80s, 45 today. Yeah.
Completely agreed. But you also see some fucking craziness out there, right? I mean, we can all agree there is some craziness on social media. So I'm following somebody, and she's probably early 40s, definitely a very attractive woman. You can tell she's had some breast augmentation, right? She posts these videos on Instagram. All right. And it's basically her showing her entire goddamn body like she's nude, flaunting about how she's dating every young guy and doing this stupid shit, And then in the next post, it'll be like a meme or wording that says, "Why can't I find an attractive guy who's in his 40s who takes me
Yeah.
seriously?" Bitch, you want to know why? Because the guys who are 40 years old, who are established at the bar, see you walk in and are like, "Who the fuck is this broad? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Mass,
No,
mass, mass, mass,
it's
mass.
it
Am
happened.
I wrong? Am I wrong?"
No, it happens all the time, cuz I see it all the time.
So
You
how old are you? How old are you? 43?
43. Yeah.
43. All right. Let's not fucking bullshit and talk shit. When we see some broad on Instagram who's in her mid 40s, who her body's beautiful, she has these big fake tits, right? We're going to sit there and look. But if
Yeah, but it
it's
stops at a look. I don't want to bring that
correct,
home. Yeah.
correct. You know what? Leave something to the imagination. Be a little tasteful.
Yeah.
You come to the bar and you have these big fake tits under something that's very tasteful. I'm going to be like, man, you know what? I want to see those later. But if you're already showing them to everybody in the fucking bar,
Yeah.
why would I want to see them?
Everybody on the internet. It goes way beyond the bar. But here's the thing. Most beautiful women don't have any other way to make money on social media. And the stripping just generates ad revenue for you. And that's a way
But
to put
here's the
food on the
thing.
table. And
For
that's
me,
fantastic. God bless.
I agree with you, Bass. Just so you know, I'm not against women are a beautiful thing. All right? They are
Right.
beautiful. I'm
But
not against
if
them
you're
making
putting
money.
bread on the table,
But you're misunderstanding me. I'm not talking about OnlyFans or this. I'm talking about the woman on Instagram who every story is her half naked with her fake tits, partying every night, sitting there with her arm around some 21-year-old kid, talking about how she can't wait to bang somebody's son. And then the next story is, why can't I find a guy who takes me
yeah.
seriously? That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm
What,
agreeing with you. They're
if
they're
women
only
if women want to use their
no, go
sexuality
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
to make money, to be more confident, absolutely.
Or
Absolutely.
attention. It's either money or attention. There's no other reason why you would put
But think about the
your naked body
hypocrisy here.
online.
Think about the hypocrisy
Right.
here, right?
That's what I'm saying. Right. Yeah. Don't
I got
put
my
don't put food on the table with that.
I got my tits out everywhere on Instagram. I'm trying to date. I show everybody how I'm out at every bar in the world with my arm around every 21-year-old guy hoping he takes me home. And
Yeah.
then in the next sentence is, why won't
I
some
really want a
established man
50-year-old man.
Yeah, why won't some established man take me seriously? You
Yeah,
know why,
yeah.
bitch? Because you're not serious. Am
You
I
know
wrong?
why, bitch? Tell him why you're mad. No, you're right, cuz you're right. That's what I'm saying. The only two reasons you would do that online is for attention or money. And if you're putting food on the table that way, you can't expect to have like a genuine relationship or like a legitimate friendship or something like that. You're just looked at as a pig. And that's all we view it as. Yeah.
Because if you crave that much attention, right? What's to prove to me that you're not going to crave that much attention once you're dating me?
You might have just hit the nail on the head. Maybe they don't really want a good man. Maybe they're craving the attention of us complaining.
Is it an addiction? Is
It
it
might
like
be.
opiates?
It might
Oh
be,
my God.
cuz
Is
it
the
might be.
attention?
No news. I mean, bad press is still press or whatever the term is. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
And that's so funny. Like, look,
They
listen,
have to, assuming that they're not idiots, they have to know that they're they're in direct conflict with one another.
you walk into a bar, right, with your tits hanging out. Every single person is looking at you. So they can tell
Yeah.
you're craving attention. And then your first, right, your first thought is, why won't a single guy come up to me and take me seriously?
Yeah. I think that's just another form of attention seeking or getting or whatever it is. Yeah. Some of them have to know. Maybe some of them are dumb enough to think that these two things don't go together, but some of them have to know that there's no possible way on God's green earth you're going to be able to pull that off. And maybe it's the complaining from people like us or other women that makes them crave just that it's more online interaction, right?
But here's the thing. Because just like a man, I think women should have the same rights as men, right? The same abilities as men. If you just want to go out and get fucking laid, go out and do what you want to do, right? Go out and show your tits. Hopefully you bag the hottest guy in the place and he comes home and friggin' rails your
Yeah.
brains out, right? But then don't in the next sentence say, I was half naked in a bar last night with my friggin' 44 double D tits hanging out that are fake, and I only weigh 120 pounds. I'm wondering why no guy in the bar or any other
Now
man
I
would take
don't
me serious.
have. Yeah. Now I don't. I don't have somebody to settle down with.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Am I wrong? I
No,
can't be
that's
the
right.
only one here.
That's
I
right.
can't be the only one who thinks that.
Yeah. We got to get I would love to get one of them on here so we could all yell at each other. No, I think yeah, I think they're split. I think some of them just are delusional. But the ones who get it, there's no difference between a guy saying, "Oh my god, you look gorgeous," versus a guy saying, this is ridiculous. You're a pig, you're blah blah blah, you're this, you're that." It's the same. You're responding to a comment, you're getting attention, you're getting back in the algorithm. So I think that the women who get it and they're doing this to put food on the table is, I don't know, it could be just another form of attention. Like we said, the reason you're taking your clothes off in the first place, if it's not for money, it's got to be for attention.
This is
So
going to be
negative
the
attention or positive attention is all attention.
forget them all, man.
Cuz that's what I'm saying. Cuz forget religion in schools, forget woke words in corporate America, and forget these crazy ass single moms on the gram, 40 in their mid 40s with the breast all over the internet, and then they're trying to find a decent man to settle down with. Forget them all.